Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to use GameMaker to make a reasonably simple computer game. This is all part of Northern College's Introduction to Computer Game Design course. The game I'm going to show you how to make, and this is going to be over several shorter videos, is ShapeWorld, which is a very simple collect and go top-down computer game. When you first enter GameMaker, when you first load GameMaker, you will see a screen similar to the one that I'm on at the moment. And it will give you some options as to where to get started, whether you want to start a new project, open an existing one, import one from another source, or possibly look at one of the tutorials, which I would wholeheartedly recommend. I'm going to open a new project. I'm going to start a completely new project. So I'm going to click on New. And when I do so, this box pops up and it will give you some templates that you can use. By all means, have an experiment with the templates. I'm not going to. I'm going to create a new blank game. And I'm going to click on New Blank. And I'm going to call this ShapeWorld. I'm going to put V2, and the reason I'm going to put V2 is because I already have a version 1, so I'm going to put version 2, but you can name your project whatever you like. I'm also going to change the directory to make sure that I'm saving it from somewhere where I can access it on my OneDrive. So I'm going to go into my OneDrive, I'm going to select GameMaker content, which is a folder I'd created already. Click, select folder, and now I'm ready to go. And I'm going to click Let's Go to get started. The GameMaker interface can seem a little bit daunting to beginners, but I am going to talk you through every single stage creating this game. And the first thing that I'm going to point to is the assets browser here. Now this is where all the assets of the game are kept. So things like sprites, which are images to represent the game objects, sounds, rooms, objects, fonts, all of the assets that you will use in the game are kept here. And when you first start a new project, all of these little folders are empty, except for room 1, which is in rooms. And I'm going to double click that to show you the next thing that I want to show you, which is the inspector. And the inspector is here on the left hand side. And when you select an object in the inspector, you can view all its various settings, you can edit it, you can make changes to it. Now rooms in GameMaker imagine them as levels of a computer game, but they are also used for interface screens as well, panels and menus. And that's something to bear in mind, because when I start the project in earnest, the first thing I'm going to do is edit this room here. But before I do that, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of buttons across the top here. The first one I'm going to introduce you to is this run button, or F5 is the shortcut for this. And when you click on this run button, this is what will create the game and set up the game for you, so you can see what it looks like. So if I click on that, you'll see that a window pops up. There isn't much of a game in it at the moment, but obviously that's going to change. And this is how you can preview your game and see what it will look like in action. When your game runs, you will see all kinds of information displayed in this output panel at the bottom. And you can use this output panel as well for sending your own trace statements, debug messages. You will also see any errors that occur. You will see them in this panel. You can make it larger by stretching it. So if you need to see more of the text, you can sort of resize it here as well. And the other button I'm going to show you is this one here, which is the collapse and expand dock panels. And what that does is sometimes when you're looking at an object in GameMaker, it can get a little bit crowded in this central screen here. Things can run off under here or under this panel as well. And if you click the collapse expand dock panels, it gets rid of the panels, gets them out of the way. And you can bring them back just by clicking that button again. You can press F12 to hide them, F12 to bring them back. I'd recommend getting into the habit of using that shortcut because it is quite useful.